Hi guys, this is Chandra and I'm going to show you a tutorial on how I made this 4th of July photo folio folder thing, whatever you want to call it, folio. I've already done a video on the walkthrough of this album, so now I will do a tutorial on this. So you're going to need a sheet that measures 7.5 by 10, one that measures 8 by 10, and one that measures 8.5 by 10. And that is for the actual construction of the folio itself. The pockets on the left inside, which you will need 2 sheets, and that is for these pockets here, 7 by 5.5. You'll need 4 sheets of paper that measures 4.5 by 4.5 for these pockets here on the right side. These page flaps, you're going to need 12 that measure 7 by 5. And then for these inside pockets, you're going to need a sheet that measures 9 by 4.5 and 9 by 7.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score all of my papers, and then we'll get to assembling. So the sheet that measures 7.5 by 10, you're going to score on the 7.5 inch side at 1/2 inch and then at 1.5. And the sheet that measures 8.5 by 10, you're going to score at 1/2 inch and then at 1.5 inches. This is going to be the right flap, and then the 8 by 10 sheet you don't score. And then the 7.5 by 10 is going to go on the left. So for the 4 pockets that are on the left side, you need 2 that measure 7 by 5.5. So you're going to stick it so the 7 inch side is at the top. You score at 1/2 inch, and then at 6.5, rotate it, and then score at 1/2 inch again. And we're going to do that on 2. So the 5.5 inch side, you're going to score at 1/2, and the 7 inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 6.5. Now for the 4 pockets on the right page, those 4 pieces that measured 4.5 by 4, you're going to, they're 4.5 by 4.5. You're going to score on one side at 1/2 inch and 4, and rotate it and score at 1/2 inch. So that creates the pocket. I'm going to do that again, 1/2 inch, 4, rotate it, 1/2 inch. Whoops. So that is the 4 pockets on the right side. Now for the 12 page flaps, you're going to stick it in so that the 5 inch side is at the top, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch. And you're going to do that on all 12. Pages we're going to score are the 2 big pockets on the inside. They measure, this one is 9 by 7.5, so I'm going to stick it in. The 9 inch side is at the top. I'm going to score at 1/2 inch and then at 8.5, rotate it once and score at 1/2 inch. And this is going to create the big pocket. Now we're going to do the little pocket. 9 inch side is at the top, 1/2 inch, 8.5, and then 1/2 inch. So now what I'm just going to fold on all my score marks, and then I'm going to cut out the squares that are formed in any page like this. I'm going to cut those all out, and I'm going to apply score tape to all my flaps, and then I will get back with you when I start to assemble the album. to start assembling this, and I'm going to take my base piece that was 8.5 by 10 and my base piece that was 7.5 by 10, and I'm going to take off the tape backing, and I'm going to stick the 8 by 10 sheet right on top of that where I scored at 1/2 inch. And I'm sticking it so that it's just on the side of the score mark. You don't want to stick it so that it's on top of the score mark, because then it won't fold correctly. I'm doing exactly the same thing to this one, maybe. There we go. And so now that's the base. Okay, so this side gets these 4 small pockets. I'm just going to take off the tape backing and put them down there. And I like to stick my sides down first so that nothing gets stuck on the way down. Lining up to the bottom and to the side right here. I changed my lighting. It looks like it's a little bright. I don't know. Tell me, is that better without the light on, or is that better with the light, the second light on? So let me know. Okay, so now I'm doing this. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Spending time with your family and celebrating your freedom. Oh Lord, what did I do here? One of these pockets is messed up. Oh my gosh, I cut all these pockets the wrong size. How I figure it out is I cut out my paper, and then I would put it on there, and then I just take my bone folder like this and I just rub so that I can get where. See, I would cut my matting paper 1/4 of an inch smaller anyway, okay? So like I would be matting it without a pocket there. And then I just cut this out. So since I've rubbed there, you can see where it's raised, and then I would take my corresponding circle punch and I would just go in just a little bit further than the actual thing. But since I don't have a 1 1/4 inch punch, I have to kind of punch it twice, and then you can mat it on there like that. You can't really tell now because they're the same colors, but you get the idea. All right, so there's those. We're on to these pages, and I start by putting mine on the top. I just fold it down and I line it up to the top. I'm gonna have to get my head in there a little bit maybe. And I line it up to the top, and then I also make sure that it's lined up against this. It's not folded on this fold line here, or it's not covering it, because if I've cut crooked or anything, I can always cut this side off, but you don't really, it's not really easy to cut this side off. So then I open it, and then I just butt this folded edge up to the bottom of this edge here as well. And then I just keep on doing that all the way to the bottom. And like I said, I didn't know if I was going to put all of them in. So hopefully I didn't stick that one down too much. What I could do is take my undo. Oh, my undo stuck. That's pretty ironic. I'll take my undo here and see if I can remove this second one that I put down. I love undo. If you haven't used it before, you should definitely check it out. It helps you remove something that you've put on there without ripping. Like when I ripped that other pocket off, it kind of ripped the cardstock. And see, it ripped a little bit here. If I would have put more on there, it wouldn't have even ripped it. Ripped it. Oh Lord, I can't even speak today. So now I'm just going to fold this one that I just took the adhesive off of. I'm going to put it in there like I was really sticking it down, so that way I can line it up for my next piece in, because I'm just going to put 6 in this one that I'm making. But I showed you the first 2, so if you were wanting to stick all of them down, you certainly could. And I did cut, I'm just eyeballing it now, I did cut 6 out at the beginning. No, I'm sorry, I cut 12 out at the beginning of this video, which I hate when my videos are over 20 minutes long. It's like I don't want to sit there and watch a 20-minute long video. So that's why I go so fast in my videos. Plus I just talk fast naturally. So I hear there's a way you can slow it down or speed it up. I wonder if I sound like a chipmunk if you speed it up. That would be pretty funny. Now this one, I'm just butting it up to the bottom of the page. And it's, there we go. So that is how you make this folio. Now I'm